is on a two-day visit to Israel starting today to shore up bilateral defense and trade cooperation between the two countries. Prime Minister's engagement includes his address to Israeli parliament later in the evening. There are going to be wide-ranging talks with his Israeli counterpart Benjamin Netanyahu, and of course there's going to be a crucial meeting with President Isaac Herzog. This marks Prime Minister Narendra Modi's second visit to Israel in 9 years. Last he visited Israel was in 2017. Let's tell you a little bit about what's on the agenda. First and most important thing, of course, is going to be India-Israel strategic ties. Then cooperation on science and technology is another aspect that we'll be looking forward to. Defense and security partnership. Both leaders want to strengthen the defense partnership. So that's something that we're also going to be looking forward to. Then trade and economy push. And lastly, people-to-people exchanges also, which is an important aspect of Prime Minister's visit to Israel this time. Let's take a look at this report sent to us by my colleague Mohit Bhatt, who is currently tracking Prime Minister's visit to Israel.
We are here just outside King David Hotel in Jerusalem, and you can see that the streets leading to the hotel, they have been completely packed with Israel and India flags. And this is the iconic historical city over here. And we also know for a fact that how this visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also very important, given the fact that how when it comes to the geopolitical tensions in the area, how Iran and the US are going for the conflict, how Israel will play a part on that. That also is very important. And also Israel has been a long-term ally of India. We know for a fact that how when it comes to defense sector, when it comes to technology sector, Israel has always helped India. So we have a few people over here. Sir, your name, and you're holding a picture of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Netanyahu and Indian flag. Your name and what exactly do you do?
My name is Lakshmi Narayana. I'm from Hyderabad. So thanks for our Modi. Thanks for our Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel Prime Minister, our Indian Prime Minister. Warm welcome to our Indian Prime Minister. So thanks for this meeting. A lot of crowd, all the people, all the places also. Even Indian citizen, Jewish community citizens also in here. Thousands of people in this country. These people and many, all our foreign workers also visit here. And thanks for our Modi. Thanks for our Benjamin Netanyahu also.
So that was a report that my colleague Mohit Bhatt sent to us earlier. But these are the live visuals, viewers, that we are getting for you at this point in time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi landing in Israel, and it's going to be a very important visit of the Prime Minister. It's going to be a two-day visit, and he's got a packed itinerary there as far as his visit to Israel is concerned. And those are the live visuals that we are getting for you of Prime Minister's Israel touchdown, his plane landing in Israel. It's going to be his first day in Israel today. He'll be addressing the Israeli parliament in just a few hours from now. Ahead of that, there's going to be a bilateral with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as well. The timing is very important because geopolitically, viewers, a lot is happening across the world, and that's the reason why the outcome of this particular visit of the Prime Minister is going to be watched very closely by the entire world. And those are the first set of visuals that we are getting for you at this point in time. He departed for his two-day state visit to Israel earlier today, and this marks his second visit to Israel in 9 years. Last time he visited Israel was in 2017, and after his arrival at Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are set to hold a brief meeting, and then they will be heading for a special session. And Prime Minister Modi will become the first Indian leader to ever address the Israeli parliament. This is going to be a very important one as well. Prime Minister's speech also comes after other foreign leaders like US President Donald Trump and Argentinian President addressed the Israeli parliament. And as far as the itinerary is concerned, after the address at the Israeli parliament, Prime Minister Modi, along with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, will be heading for a private dinner. Let's tell you a little bit about what all is on the agenda. Now, a state statement was released ahead of his visit by Ministry of External Affairs, wherein it was mentioned that Prime Minister Modi will be meeting his Israeli counterpart, Benjamin Netanyahu, and he will also be calling on the President of Israel, Isaac Herzog, and they are set to review the progress that has been made so far in the India-Israel strategic partnership. They'll be discussing various areas of cooperation, including science and technology, defense and security also remains on the agenda. Let's go across to my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Srinjoy, you know, we are seeing the first visuals of the plane landing in Tel Aviv, and now the business is going to begin. Can you tell us a little bit about, the aspect around Iron Dome that's being discussed quite a lot ahead of Prime Minister's visit to Israel? What can really be expected? Will Israel be sharing the technology of Iron Dome with India? How is it going to really, work as far as India's mission Sudarshan Chakra is concerned?
The Iron Dome is proved to be very successful. But the thing with the Iron Dome is it's also partly American. So the Americans will also have to be involved. But yes, Iron Dome is certainly one aspect. There are others, whether it's drones, whether it's missile systems. Let's not forget that a lot, and quite a lot of India's weapons are all Israeli designed or Israeli produced. So naturally, the Iron Dome, along with a lot of other weapons that the Israelis have produced, are used by the Indians, like the Barak. The Barak, for instance, is a missile which has been very successful and very useful, used extensively by the Navy. Then there are a lot of other weapons, like missiles, that the Israelis and Indians have worked together. So very clearly, there are opportunities to not only work together in terms of technology,
right,
but also produce in India, basically make in India.
You know, what is interesting, Srinjoy, is also the timing of this particular visit, because geopolitically a lot is happening around the world. And just before this visit of the Prime Minister, we had Netanyahu announcing the hexagonal alliance plans, and also, there are threats that United States of America could target Iran very soon. So amidst all of this, how significant is this visit? Can we expect something in that regard?
Indian Prime Minister to Israel is significant. About that, there's no doubt. And you're right, the timing is a really unusual one, in the sense it's also using that very narrow period that is in between the fact that Israel has really dealt with the Hamas and the Hezbollah, right, and on the other hand, the hostilities between Iran and the United States haven't quite begun.
Right. Srinjoy, I'm requested to please stay on with us. Let me also now go across to my colleague Mohit Bhatt, who is joining us live right now from Israel. Mohit, over to you. We are getting live pictures of the plane. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has landed in Tel Aviv, and now shortly he's going to be welcomed by Israeli Prime Minister, I believe, and then the business side of this visit is going to begin.
Well, yes, in fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has landed in Tel Aviv, and shortly from now he will be coming to Jerusalem, and a grand reception is being planned over here by Indian Diaspora. Now, post that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be going to Israeli Parliament, that is Knesset, and he will be delivering a lecture over there. He will be speaking over there. So what exactly would be the part of the Prime Minister's speech? That would be very, very important to know. We have few people with us. Let's try to speak to them. What exactly they have to say, ma'am? Your name? You know Hindi, ma'am? Thoda. English. So, ma'am, Prime Minister has landed shortly from now. He'll be coming over here. What exactly are the plans? And tell us something about how do people in Israel feel about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's second visit?
Extremely happy. And we're witnessing a moment in history, a very important moment in history. We're very, very happy. I personally very honored to be here.
And how did you learn Hindi, ma'am?
I used to live in India. I'm an Indian classical vocalist.
Okay.
I lived in India for 7 years. Yeah, my Hindi should be better by now. So I'm learning Hindi in the university here.
Okay, ma'am. So Prime Minister is coming here, and India will share a deep, it's a friendship which is just not for the time being. It has been coming for a long time. So what we can expect in this particular meeting, people-to-people contact, when it comes to defense sector also, and people-to-people contact is also something very important. India has always supported Israel, and vice versa. Israel has also always supported India.
So I'm sure that the bond will be tighter in every field, also in culture, my field.
So you are looking forward to Prime Minister's visit?
Very much, yes.
So there you see, that is the sense coming in from people over here, and shortly from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be coming to King David Hotel. This is the iconic hotel in the historical city of Jerusalem, and post that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be going to the Knesset. He will be speaking at the Knesset, and post that various meetings are scheduled where Prime Minister will be meeting Benjamin Netanyahu. We can expect that various MOUs could come in the field of technology, AI, agriculture, and the most importantly, defense. So we have to wait and watch what exactly will come out of all these meetings. But people over here have gathered in huge number. They are inside the lobby. The Indian diaspora, around 200 to 300 people, have already reached inside the hotel. And shortly from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be given a warm welcome over here. And the streets over here are filled with flags of India and Israel, which clearly shows that this friendship is not temporary. This has been going on for a long time. Israel has been a very important friend of India. Israel has always supported India. And perhaps that is why in 2017, Prime Minister Narendra Modi became the first Prime Minister to visit Israel, and post that this is his second visit. And everybody over here in Israel is also looking forward for this particular visit. Back to you.
Mohit, request you to please stay on with us. Let me also go across to my colleague Shinjoy Chaudhary, who is now joining us live. Shinjoy, so just, any moment from now, we can expect the Prime Minister to come out of this particular plane. And then, of course, he will be greeted warmly by members of the Indian diaspora in Jerusalem, from where Mohit Bhatt was reporting live right now. But, the kind of sense we are getting of this particular visit, it's very interesting because, we've got Indian flags all across the streets, across major cities there. And I was also looking at social media, how as a tribute to the Indian Prime Minister, the Israeli parliament is also illuminated in the colors of the Indian flag.
It has to be said that there are very few countries where Indians are as popular as they are in Israel, because a lot of Israelis come to India after their military work, and they go back to Israel from India with very happy memories. So the previous time Prime Minister Modi was in Israel, people often said that he has actually come home. So people in Israel like India as much as they do. And Prime Minister Modi is extremely popular in Israel. And he and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are close friends. So even during his previous visit, there were like loads of people who wanted to meet Prime Minister. And many had very happy memories of Prime Minister in Israel. So as a result, this visit is not likely to be very different, because this, as you were also mentioning, comes in that narrow period where the problems with the Hamas and Hezbollah are over, and any hostilities, in case they happen, between the United States and Iran are yet to begin. So this is a big opportunity. And it's not just defense. Defense, of course, is extremely important. But it's also technology. It's also desalination. It's also agriculture. It's also a lot of other things. So hopefully and surely this will be a remarkably good visit.
Well, absolutely. Stay on with us, Shinjoy. Let me go back to my colleague Mohit, who continues to be with us at this point in time. Mohit, we're getting live visuals from Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv, and any moment from now, Prime Minister Modi will be coming out of the aircraft. The preparation is being done, and then he is, of course, going to receive a welcome at the airport first, the ceremonial welcome, and then the diaspora, the Indian diaspora in Jerusalem is going to be welcoming the Prime Minister as well. Can you just show us around a little bit the atmosphere there as far as Jerusalem is concerned, the people who have gathered to welcome the Prime Minister, and what exactly are they looking forward to from Prime Minister's visit this time?
Well, in fact, you see, the Indian diaspora has gone inside the hotel lobby over here. You can see behind me the lobby of King David Hotel, and as of now, due to security reasons, the media has been asked to go outside. So as soon as we go inside, we will be reporting from what exactly the Indian diaspora has to say. But when you talk about the atmosphere over here, I'll just show you some visuals from just outside the hotels. You can see that how the Indian flags and the Israeli flags are all across the streets over here, and it shows that how important ally Israel is of India, and how both the countries they value their friendship, and perhaps that is why Prime Minister Netanyahu is inside the airport as of now to receive Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and shortly from now we will be getting all those visuals. So these are the visuals from King David Hotel, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi shortly would be coming, and we'll get to know that what exactly has to say, and shortly from now we'll also be speaking to the Indian diaspora. But today one important aspect of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit is address to the Knesset, that what exactly Prime Minister will have to say in that particular address. So you can see behind me the people have already started gathering over here in huge numbers, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi hardly will take an hour from Tel Aviv to reach over here. So we'll try to again speak to some people, but as of now they have been all gone inside, and we also know for a fact that how various MOUs in terms of defense, in terms of agriculture, in terms of AI, that could also be announced. And also when it comes to Prime Minister Netanyahu speaking about the hexagonal alliance against the radical organizations, and he has asked India to be part of it, that will also be very, very important. So we will have various meetings taking place between Prime Minister Netanyahu and Prime Minister Modi, and Prime Minister Modi tomorrow will also be meeting the President of Israel. So shortly from now, the Prime Minister would be reaching over here. Indian diaspora is also at the hotel. They are inside the lobby, and they will be welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Right.